I'm just going to read to you what they sent me. Harry privately blames the current administration for gutting international aid. He's upset and alone and questioning what more he could have done. So, yesterday and the day before, we had nothing but the victim thing. Oh, victim, it's me. I'm such a victim. I'm such a victim. And now, of course, now he's blaming other people and the current president and the current administration, which, of course, it really explains why these two idiots were so hell-bent on trying to affect the election. Because let's face it, Harry was being protected by the Biden administration. And of course, now we find out that USAID was helping out something called Carabao Bofelo program, a 5-year, $51.4 million initiative launched in 2020 to aid 25,000 vulnerable children and orphans in Lesotho. Now, we've already learned that when it comes to 25,000 vulnerable children, these are just the excuses that these kind of charity people make, because all of the money is essentially going into their pockets and none of the money actually makes it to the 25,000 vulnerable children. Okay, and it's funny that this comes out now because we saw the USAID funding literally get cut off. Right? And now just months, not even a month, or how long ago was that? 6 weeks ago, right? Months later, we see everything fall apart for this guy, which makes sense, right? That's why he blamed Donald Trump for everything that's been going on, for his visa problems, now for the Sentebale problems. Quote, Harry has been left blindsided. He believed the U.S. would remain a reliable partner, but the aid cuts and shutdowns have left vital programs hanging by a thread. Well, okay. But the problem is, why are you getting so much money from us in America in the first place? 51 million in 5 years. Okay. And how much of that went right into Harry's pocket? That's the real question. I think it's not difficult to see these corrupt, because that's what they are, corrupt charities that simply take the money from the government and keep it for themselves, and it never reaches the people that it's supposed to. Let's see, quote, Prince Harry feels abandoned. Good. He's watching years of work. What work? Get jeopardized, not because of failure on the ground, but because of politics in Washington. No, sir, it's because of corruption. It's because of corruption, client. And this is what we all knew. This is why this guy essentially has no job, right? Because all of the money for him to live his lavish lifestyle as a prince, all of the money comes from the U.S. taxpayer. Now, that's actually pretty hilarious when you're talking about things like PEPFAR, UNICEF, and USAID. All of these international, whatever they are, PEPFAR and UNICEF and USAID, I guess USAID, we saw it. It was a scam organization. The entire thing was a scam, fraudulent, right? So these fraudulent organizations that are giving out money to different people, well, now we see what happens when the money stops.